Finance Committee roll call. Aker.
Here.
Dobbins.
Here.
Romine.
Here.
Simmons.
Here.
Yancey.
Here.
Milton. And for the Capital Improvement Committee roll call, it's Akers.
Yeah, it's here.
Beckley.
I thought, oh, yeah, I'm here.
He,
Here.
Dobbins.
Here.
Pinkley. Gaines.
Here.
McConnell. Maybe we have a quorum.
Understand we're going to begin with Parks, Open Space, and Recreation. All right.
we are. So the results maps are up here just to remind you of what we're scoring again. So we got through quite a bit the other day. We'll try to move a little bit faster today as we have a big day ahead of us. So let's start with the planning vehicles. So we have the new vehicles for planning. There were replacement vehicles, and what are your thoughts? How do they score against parks, open space, and recreation in the definitions we've been given? You think they're critical to achieving the results, or not really do much to achieve those results? Does anybody need results maps? We have a couple of extra copies in case you didn't bring them from the other day. Everybody have?
I left them in.
Would you like a copy?
Yes.
We have an extra copy. Tracy, Mr. Simmons. Thank you.
Well, just to start everybody off, since everybody else is eating and I'm not,
You've already eaten.
no, I have not. But I definitely think this is where this vehicle will start to see a little uptick in its scoring, because it does help in the planning of our open space and for our parks and trails. So I started this one off. I gave it a 2 to a 3. I was in that range on it.
And just so you all know, Michael Pinkley sent us all his scores. He went through and scored them. So I gave them to Marcia, and she'll just kind of just tell you what he scored, if that's all right, if you would like.
He doesn't score anything until 117.
Did he score it a 0?
Everything's a 0.
Okay, so he still gave it a score. He just scored it a 0. Any more thoughts on the planning vehicles back to the parks and open space?
I was thinking a 1, however, I would agree with a 2.
Okay.
I'm good with 2.
2? Good with 2. 2? Okay, 2 it is. For both of those items, Marcia, program 2100 and
Both of them?
2101.
Yeah, they're both vehicle replacement.
Mighty fine.
They're both replacement vehicles for the planning department. The next one is 2102, additional sewer camera equipment. And this is for utilities. What do we think? How does that score against the parks, open space, and recreation and the definitions we've been given?
I've got a
0.
0.
Okay.
I had a 0.
0. Is that what Michael already gave it a 0 to? Okay, 0 it is. The next one is the AMI equipment systems, water meter data, et cetera. How does that meet the needs of parks, open space, and recreation? Or does it?
I had that as a 0 as well.
0, okay. I think Michael did as well. Okay, next one. The demolition of the concrete tanks at lift stations. This is utilities. What do y'all think about that one?
0.
0, everybody agree? Okay, next one. The Dewey Bald Water Tower. What about that one for the parks and open space and recreation?
3 for me.
3? You care to elaborate?
Yeah, we need it.
I'm just interested in what results do you think it aligns with here? And I'm just a facilitator. I'm just asking
I
questions.
would agree they need it, but I do not believe that it falls within this category.
Okay.
I would go 2.
2?
Keeping the area looking well, having water access.
I had a 1.
1. Marcia, what did Michael score it? 0. 0?
I threw a 0 in 2.
0.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have a 3, a 2, a 1, and a 0.
Boy, you're good.
Going once, going twice.
Any other takers?
Can we agree
You have a
on
1. Jerry says 1, too.
I could live with a 1.
A 1? Everybody agree with a 1? 1. Okay, 1 it is. How about the groundwater well? Utilities. What do y'all think on this one? Parks, open space, and recreation.
I think that's a 0 for this one.
Right. Just remember, this is just one goal. So, right.
0 is what I,
0. Okay, everybody else agree? Okay, 0 on that one. How about the Compton effluent pumps for the wastewater? How does that meet the needs of parks, open space, and recreation?
I go back to 3 again. You don't have those things running, you got a problem.
Okay.
I mean, that's,
How does it align with the results given for the goal, parks, open space, and recreation?
I go back to my previous statement.
Okay.
That ties it back to it.
Okay, anybody else? Marcia, what did Michael? 0. Anybody
I had a
else?
0.
He'd been drinking.
Rod?
I,
Zero in there, but if you look at that first thing where you have to maintain, then that kind of gets back to the problem. Without that, how do you maintain?
Okay, all right. Okay.
I would give it a 1.
1,
1,
1,
I'd do
1,
the
going once. Okay, 1 it is. How about the maintenance facility? This is the second one for utilities. How does that meet parks, open space, and recreation? The results that were given.
thought it was a 0.
0, everybody agree with that? Michael, agree with that, Marcia? Okay. How about the chlorine leak scrubber?
Thought that was a 0 as well.
0, okay. How about the stairway repairs for the public street water tower?
0.
0.
Everybody agree? Okay. How about the Branson Landing, the painting of the railing for the Veterans Bridge and the boulevard? What do y'all think? Parks, open space, and recreation, how does that meet those results?
0.
0? Everybody agree with that? Okay. How about the Codwell Way low water crossing? What do y'all think?
Well, it
This is
depends on
for
if you're
Public
trying to-
Works.
If you're trying to get to some open space, that depends. No, I had it as a 0.
0? Everybody?
Well, I had a 1 just because it does access that park, the Cottle Park out there.
Okay. What did Michael put, Marcia?
See?
Got the hiccups.
0.
How to get to the open space,
Mm-hmm.
that was what I said.
Okay. 0 is the majority. Any other thoughts on that? Okay. Next one, the Highway 165 and 76 intersection improvements. This is Public Works. What do we think? Parks, open space, and recreation.
0.
0.
Okay, everybody agree? Okay. How about the paint strapper?
Wait a minute, we skipped the Celtic Bridge.
Oh, sorry. Celtic Bridge, yes, I did. Public Works, Celtic Bridge replacement, what do y'all think?
I had a 0.
0?
0.
0? Okay. Now we're to the paint strapper. Stripper.
0.
0.
Leave me alone.
Hinkley
Yeah.
has a 3.
Pinkley has a 3 for the paint strapper.
Open space and parks?
Yeah. Okay, well, what does everybody else think?
0.
Okay.
0.
Majority rules.
I think Bill might have been right, he may have been drinking.
Yeah.
Okay, how about the plotter? The upgrade for the plotter for Public Works. How does that meet parks, open space, and recreation?
I fell up to a 2. I went to a 2 on that one personally because it does help to plan the future growth of our open space.
And connections of open space and those kind of things. What's
I'll
everybody
go
else?
2.
I'm a 2.
2?
I had 2.
Marcia, what did Michael put? 0. Okay, 2 it is. How about the replacement of the radar trailer for Public Works?
0.
0.
0 it is. How about the zero-turn mower? Parks, open space, and recreation for Public Works. Design, maintains, and it expands a variety of public spaces.
That would have to be a 1 or 2.
Does that maintain our public
Maintain,
spaces? Yes.
I can go with a 2. You all know how I feel about mowers. I gave it a 3, but I can go with a 2.
Yeah, it's okay as long as I'm not pushing them or having them. Yeah, 2.
Okay, all right. The next one is the replacement of the bucket truck for Public Works. What do y'all
0.
think?
0.
Okay,
Zero.
just going to throw this one out there. Do they use the bucket truck to trim trees and do all these things to help maintain the parks and the open space? What are your thoughts on that? Still a zero?
Probably not off the roadway, do they?
I
No,
think they use the bucket truck to trim the trees and keep the parks, the trails and stuff like that, but yes,
they don't drive it into the park though, do they?
I don't,
They don't do all the trails or anything with it.
You guys are wild. You guys are wild. You're wild men. Mm-hmm. Well, I could give it a 1 or a 2 then. They're actually.
I was just throwing that one out there because they won't let me ride in the bucket truck, but I've seen them do it before.
Thank goodness.
I'd go with the 1.
I think
One?
it's a stretch, but I'd go with the 1.
Yeah, I'll go with the 1.
Okay. How about the replacement of the Ford Explorer for Public Works?
0.
0.
A 0. Okay. Keith, do you know which one they use this for?
That's
The garage?
That's the
Okay.
garage, yeah.
Okay. How about the Trailblazer, the replacement for that? Parks, open space, and recreation.
I gave that a 1 because I know that it helps with the stormwater runoff, and that is part of
Okay,
it's part of our planning in our parks and things, so.
okay. Anybody else have any other thoughts on that? Marcia, just curious, what did Michael put on that? 0. Okay.
1.
So we said 1. Stan, I'm sorry, did you say 1 or 2?
1, I gave it a
1?
1.
Okay. Does everybody agree with a 1 on that? Okay. How about the Ford Escape replacement for Public Works? What do y'all think? Parks, open space, and recreation?
0.
0?
0.
Okay. How about does everybody agree with the 0? Okay. How about the Transportation Master Plan? Parks, open space, and recreation?
I'll just throw it out there, a 3.
A 3? Do you care to elaborate?
Planning in the future,
For transportation?
it takes transportation to get around to your parks,
Okay,
roads and back roads and
okay.
mulch roads.
Will the Transportation Master Plan have anything to do with trails? Or is that just streets? Okay, just checking. Okay. So we have a 3 because you have to have good roads and stuff to get around to the open
What about
spaces and the trails.
The ADA master plan, is that taken into consideration for any of the parks or open spaces or anything like that?
That's
The
your-
ADA,
That's pretty much your sidewalks, isn't it?
Okay, I didn't know if there was.
Will this assist, as it states in there, with developer participation on private development as well as city property?
On the transportation master plan?
Yes.
No, it's just public.
just public.
2.
I could live with a 2.
Okay,
I gave it a 1,
a 1.
but for the same reason, because you're able to connect parks, and so you might see different routes and be able to connect your parks better.
Okay. Buckley says, so we have a 3, a 2, a 1, and a 0.
My question goes back to again, is the transportation master plan shared with the developers?
I would assume so.
Yeah, would they ask for, if they're going to go into an area and they want to develop a space, would they want to look at our transportation master plan? I'll stick with 2 there, I think.
Okay,
2.
so we have 2s, 1s, 1, 3.
I could buy a 2 then. I'd-
2?
2.
Are you okay with that 2? Pam, 2? Okay, 2 it is. The brush chipper.
I want to give it a 5.
What do you think? Remember Cindy said she also uses this for mulch and she does that for the parks and stuff. So just I remember her saying that the other day.
I'm gonna go 3.
3?
Three.
They do use it for that.
Does everybody agree with the 3? Okay.
I always feel sorry for that brush chipper.
Okay, so the Ford F-350 pickup and plow, and this is for Public Works. repairs, snow removal, et cetera.
I-
Parks, open space, and recreation.
I have to ask a question of Keith. Keith, do you guys do any, I noticed it says on there, talking about herbicidal spraying. Do you do any of that for the Parks Department? Or do they take care of their own? They take care of their own? Okay. Then I'd say a 0.
Question, do you do snow removal at their Parks Department? I put it 2.
I'm good with the 2.
Yeah, that'd be okay.
2 for everyone? Okay, 2 it is. How about the fire station and the police design and construction? Parks, open space, and recreation.
It's an open space right now.
Plans for some walking trail. I'd say 1.
1? Does everybody agree with a 1?
Is that part of the plan in the, at the fire station on that property? Yeah.
We are hoping to, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Marcia, what did Michael put on this one? A 0? Okay, so 1 it is. How about the Highway 76 Segment 1 and 2 design? Parks, open space, and recreation.
I don't see anything that
Nothing?
personally.
0.
0? Okay. How about the undergrounding, Segment 3?
0.
0.
0. Okay. How about the Compton Drive pumps?
0.
0. Everybody agree with that? Okay. How about there's some more pumps. Lift Station 46 for the utilities. Parks, open space, and recreation. Nothing? Okay. Lift
0.
Station 4, I think it's
0.
probably the same. Lift Station 21?
0.
Same, okay.
0.
Lift station rebuilds? 0. How about the Ford F-250 pickup?
That's for utilities, right?
Yes, it is.
0.
0, okay. Everybody agree with the 0? Okay, how about the Spring Creek water mains? Parks, open space, and recreation. How does that, is it critical? Does it achieve our results at all?
Help me out here
Sure.
on Spring Creek. It's area adjacent to the city limits, currently served by city sewer. I can't read the other part. Existing sewer mains in the,
Marcia, can you scroll over a bit so he can read the whole thing? There you go.
This is that area that's an island that's, we've supplied their water and sewer, and it's behind the area. There's a developer that would like to build some homes back in there, but we have to go through this property to get to there. And while we were doing that, it also made logical sense to upgrade, if I recall right, to upgrade the system that's in there because it's not in very good shape. So that's what that is about. Both
But
water and sewer. This is just talking about sewer, but
we don't have.
Parks and Rec, I had 0 on it.
0
yeah, I don't.
for Parks and Rec and
I
open
don't think it
space.
fits anything
Okay.
here.
Okay, 0 it is. Thank you, Marcia. Okay, how about the UTV replacement? I believe that's utilities. I can't see it, but I believe it. There you go.
That'd be a 0 for me as far
Yeah,
as.
yeah.
Okay, how about the sewer rehabilitation? For Parks, open space, and recreation?
0.
0. How about the aerators? There's 2
0.
of them. 0.
0.
0.
Okay. How about the Compton Drive waste pumps?
0.
0.
Okay. The sludge basin?
0.
Everybody agree? Okay. How about the Freightliner dump truck for the wastewater?
Yeah, that's for biosolids. That's 0 for, I think, for
For
parks.
Parks, open space, and recreation? Everybody agree with the 0 on that?
Correct.
Okay, how about the water system GPS unit?
Don't see it.
0? Does everybody agree? Okay. How about the 3/4 ton truck?
0.
0? The Pacific Street Tower air conditioning?
Wait a minute. 0 on the
0.
vac trailer first.
Oh, my goodness, I'm sorry. Yes, I missed one.
Double 0.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. Okay, 0, 0. The repair for the Meadows filter. the
0.
Rehab in the walls. 0 for parks, open space, and recreation. Okay. How about the Dodge Ram replacement truck?
Hang on, you're one ahead. There, she caught up to you.
See, Ron?
I'm trying to get us out of here on time, sorry. Okay, how about the Recplex water tower renovation? Parks, open space, and recreation.
Hinkley scored a 3.
A 3 on this? Okay,
I gave it a 3.
3, okay. There's
with
2
3.
3s,
3's good.
okay? Okay.
Without it, we don't have a Recplex.
Can I just ask, is that because it's the Recplex water tower?
Well, my question was,
Okay,
go ahead, Ann, sorry. My question was, were they going to clean it inside and out?
Yes.
the answer was
That does
yes.
not reflect that. but
Yeah.
That's what gave me a higher score before.
Okay. Okay. So for parks, open space, and recreation, because it's the Recplex water tower.
That water
Okay.
tower does service all of the park area out there, all the ball fields and everything.
Okay.
So I think it does affect
Okay.
that region.
I'm not questioning, I'm
No, I'm
just
just telling you
asking.
my
Yeah.
thinking.
Okay, sure, 3 it is. Okay, Compton Drive flood protection, utilities. How does that achieve our parks, open space, and recreation goals?
Well, it dramatically affects it, but I couldn't give it any more than a 1. Because if it goes out, you don't have the other. Cause and effect.
Marcia, what did Michael put on that?
0.
0,
I was at a 0 or a 1. I could go with a 1.
okay.
Good with the 1.
Anybody else, a 1? Is everybody okay with a 1,
I had
or?
a 0, but I'm okay with the 1.
Okay, okay, 1 it is. How about the Iserman Park walking path?
I think this is a good one.
Parks, open space, and recreation.
Hinkley scored this one a 4.
4,
I gave it a 4.
4.
I agree, 4.
Does everybody agree with a 4 on that, or any other thoughts?
Well, it's directly related to, we're actually into something that applies to it finally. Yeah.
Same way with the next one, too. I was at a 4 on the next
So
one.
4 on that one, and then the
Oh, yeah, I'd give
Cantwell
that a
Park
4.
project? Does everybody agree with a 4?
2 4s.
Yeah. How about the Parks and Rec replacement vehicle? Remember, this is for the public restrooms in the campground.
Hinkley scored
What about a mower?
Yeah.
You skipped a mower on me.
Oh, my goodness, I am so sorry.
You know how I feel about mowers, Jamie.
I'm sorry. Okay, the mower, yes, I apologize.
3.
3.
3.
Hinkley had
A
a 3.
3, okay, let's do that, a 3. And then the replacement vehicle. And this was for the public restrooms in the campground.
I thought it was critical to them. I gave it a 4.
A 4,
Without it, they can't get to those facilities, and we actually had, the whole story is this vehicle's already been taken out of service because of mechanical issues, and we had to loan one from another department. That's how critical it is.
That was going to be my question. Is this the sole provider, basically, of
It is.
those services?
that department typically gets hand-me-downs, and so they typically just use, a lot of what they're given.
We're
and they
trying
do
to
it well.
I think
stop,
it's-
we're trying to stop that hand-me-down thing.
Replace
Yes,
it since 2018.
yes, okay. 4, 4.
Okay.
Okay. How about the community center access road? This is the one that dead ends, and they want to make it go through. On the parks, open and space, and recreation, what are your thoughts? Michael gave it a 2.
Well, and that's what I gave it as well, a 2. I thought it's somewhat important to them, but it's not critical.
Sure. 2, okay. How about the UTV for the parks? And this is for maintenance. Rod said 3, Michael said 3.
I gave it a 3.
3.
3.
Everybody good with a 3? Okay. The hydraulic dump trailer. This is, hauls off the brush she was talking about the other day.
Only unit in service that has a dump bed, I think is pretty important then.
It is.
What do y'all think? What score?
Probably a 4.
A 4? Okay, 4. How about the campground site improvements? Parks, Open Space, and Recreation, 4. Michael gave it a 4.
4.
Bill says 4.
4.
Everybody says 4. Okay. How about the exterior building painting for the Recplex?
I'm going to throw this out there that from a different, maybe a little different perspective, I thought it was a 4.
Okay.
Because if we don't maintain that building, then we're going
Yes.
to have problems.
Michael said 3. Stan says 4. Good points.
I'd go 4.
16 years old and never been repainted, so I'd say that's probably a 4 as well.
4. Jerry? 4. Does everybody agree with a 4? 4? Okay. How about the trash truck replacement vehicle for the Parks and Rec? I know they use this mainly out at the campground. Michael said 3 on this.
Could we back up? Did I not see another type of, okay. The
This is the,
downtown campground utilizes a truck. Is that multi-use with that previous truck, or are these 2 separate trucks?
2 separate vehicles.
Okay.
This one's just a trash truck. It's a, I don't know if you've ever seen
He
it.
just picks up the
It
trash.
looks like a baby trash truck is what it looks
That's
like.
right.
Right.
The other one does brush and trees and helps with all of that.
I gave this a 3.
Okay?
I'm good with a 3.
Okay.
3.
Everybody a 3? Jerry, you good with a 3? Okay. Okay. I want to make sure I don't miss another one. Parnell Park improvements. For Parks, Open Space, and Recreation, what do y'all think?
I gave it a 4 just because it is, and it needs upgrading.
So Stan gave it a 4, Michael gave it a 3. 4. Most everybody agrees with a 4, okay. The next one is the fire department's command staff vehicle. How does that go to achieve Parks, Open Space, and Recreation?
0.
0, okay. Does everybody agree with that? Okay, how about the fire engine replacement? Parks, Open Space, and Recreation, how does that achieve our results?
I'm going to give it something, at least a 1.
A 1? Okay, and how does that achieve our results?
Well, you know how I feel about police and fire.
I gave it a 0, but
You might could make it fit in for protection or, yeah, safe or something. Okay,
Well, you're going to have fires, you're going to have issues that are going to be on parks and recreation that are going to have to be responded to by the fire department. You are going to have that to happen, so.
so it could be maintenance to help protect the parks.
Could I
open
ask Charlie,
space.
I could get a 1.
I can stretch it
do you guys
to a 1.
respond out to parks and recreation? I thought so. 1.
Or
Yeah,
like if
But
somebody's
they're usually
lost on
just
a
playing
trail
volleyball.
somewhere. They have to go find somebody if they're lost on a trail or somewhere
I
too.
agree with a 1.
Okay, a 1 is good. So how about the fire marshal vehicle replacement for the fire department? How does that achieve Parks, Open Space, and Recreation?
0.
0.
0.
Everybody agree with that? How about the outdoor warning sirens?
I thought-
Parks, Open Space, and
I
Recreation?
actually thought this was part of that because that's what those are for, outdoor
Yes.
warning sirens.
Yes.
So I gave that actually a 2 for
Okay, Michael gave it a 4, Stan gave it a 2.
I could live
Anybody
with a
else?
3.
I could go with a 3.
Aye, 3.
3?
Because that's what it's for the people outside enjoying the park.
That's right.
Right?
That's what Ted says it all the time. It's not for the ones that are inside, it's for those that are outside. Okay, so we're going to go with the 3 on that. Does everybody agree with that? Okay. How about the SCBA compressor and cascade system for the fire department?
0.
These are replacement of the equipment. 0?
0.
Stan says 0. Everybody say 0. Just curious, what did Michael put on that, Marcia? 0. Okay. The next one is the Spring Creek water mains, construction of
I thought that was a 0.
0? Okay. Does everybody agree with that? Okay. How about the Cooper Creek upgrades?
0.
0.
0 for Parks Open Space. Okay, the next one is the analytics software for Police Department.
0.
0. Okay, how about the less lethal launcher? I call this a paintball gun.
You said that and didn't stutter over it. You did good.
Probably a 0.
I stutter over a lot, but not this one.
0.
0.
Okay. How about the interface, the Motorola Cody Systems interface? 0. Okay. How about the patrol vehicles?
We got to go with a 1
Yeah,
just for Bill.
Just for me.
because they
Because
have
they
to
respond to the parks.
protect.
There you
Yes.
go.
Parks incident.
Okay. Does everybody agree with a 1 on the vehicles?
Yes.
What did Michael put on that, Marcia? 0? Okay. 1 it is. The citywide unmanned, okay, this is the drone.
I think this ranks a little higher. I know it's under police, but it will also help parks. And the other thing is that even though it's police that have asked for it, it also affects fire. We talked about those guys having to go in and find people on some of our trails. That that drone could expedite those
Missing kiddos.
searches, so to speak.
Jeff, I don't think I asked you this the other day, but for like autistic kids and people with dementia and those kind of things, if they have those bracelets, will that drone pick up on this? Okay. I was just personal reasons, but I thought it was pretty
We're
cool.
hoping to get one that we can do that with in the future.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And it's completely under the purview of the police, correct?
It's asked for in the police department, but every department will be able to utilize it for their resources, for what they need to do. Yeah, we've got a licensed
What I
pilot
was
there.
getting to there.
Yeah, I volunteered to pilot it and they won't let me.
3?
Thank you, Chief.
Three.
3. Okay. This is the WatchGuard camera, and it's not just the camera, right, Jeff?
So this converts our in-car dash cameras to the license plate reader capabilities.
Parks, open space, and recreation.
0,
0.
It'll score higher in a minute.
0,
Yeah. Interview room equipment.
0,
Okay. Housing project parking lot. Parks, open space, and recreation. This will be for phase 2.
It's 0.
0. Does everybody agree with the 0 on that? Okay. How about the wastewater conveyance study for utilities?
0.
Okay. Okay, back up 1 to which one? Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, we're done. 2183 was a duplicate, and I went to 22. We're just scoring 2021.
That's
Okay, so Parks and Rec is done.
Yay.
What's next?
Next one, Marcia, what's next? Safety, health. Okay,
Community need?
safety, health, and socioeconomics. Okay, under community, I believe it's green.
I don't know.
Let
how-
me read this just a minute.
Blue on it.
Okay. Yes, oh, yes, sir, you're right.
Safety,
I'm-
health.
Safety, health, and socioeconomics. There's quite a few definitions here, so I'll give you just a little bit so you can like review it. Unless you want me to read it, I'll be glad to do that too.
The next one. No, that's very good.
You gave us these last week, I think probably most of us had a chance.
Okay, you want me to move forward then? Okay, how about the planning vehicles? And when we're talking about the community needs, we're talking about safety, health, and socioeconomics. What are your thoughts on that one? Does it go towards, is it critical to achieving the results? Not at all? What are your thoughts?
At least 2, maybe.
A 2 for both vehicles?
Yeah, that's because I think it helps to promote the city and the clean design and moving us forward.
Public infrastructure type stuff?
Really a broad topic.
Yeah.
It is, and there's a lot of definitions behind it.
I agree with 2.
Okay, how about the sewer camera equipment and trailer?
Went with a 2 from the
I'd do the
city,
same.
2, okay.
Yeah.
How about the meter system, the meter data system? What are your thoughts? Community needs, safety, health, and socioeconomics.
0.
0? What did Michael give it, Marcia?
0.
0?
Marvelous.
I really don't see anything on here. It
Okay.
actually clicks off on myself.
Does everybody agree on this one with the 0?
Yep.
Okay. let's move on. The demolition of the lift station tanks.
Is it a
20
safety issue?
Mike,
Just for space.
would you consider that a safety issue or is it a space issue?
They are behind it's compound. It is.
Go with the one.
One? Okay, one. I hear a lot of ones. Does everybody agree?
One.
Okay. How about the water tower, the Dewey Bald Water Tower, Program 2105?
Three.
How does that achieve our results?
Three.
Three? Marcia, what did Michael put on that?
You know what, I don't have anything else other than,
Oh, that's okay. We'll just keep going. Three it is. How about that? Okay, the next one. The groundwater well. How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics? Is it critical? Not at all? Or what are your thoughts on that
I thought it
one?
was a 2 because it is a backup system and we do use it, so.
Okay, two?
Two.
I can live with it.
Looks like a lot of saying two. Okay. How about the effluent pumps, the Compton pumps? To rebuild some of the existing pumps. Safety, health, and socioeconomics.
Give it a 3, you can't have sewage on the ground.
Okay?
Safety and health, 2 out of the 3. 3.
Three? Okay. Does everybody agree with the three on that one? All right. How about the second maintenance facility? Safety, health, and socioeconomics.
I gave that a 0.
Okay. Does everyone agree with
0.
that? 0. Everybody agree? Okay. How about the chlorine leak scrubber?
That's important, yeah.
4. Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. The stairway repairs, safety, health, and socioeconomics.
I don't want Mike falling down the stairs.
Let me ask a question going back to that because I don't think we've properly addressed this. Is this a safety issue? I had outdoor stairs at the Engler block and water got on it, ice, snow, really caused some issues of separation, some spalling, some cracking. Is that where we are with this thing? Is it starting to rust out? 3. If it's continually used, it's, do we have a risk management discussion on this at all? Has it been examined by our risk management staff to how
Bob has
important
looked
this
at
is?
it.
3.
3? 3? Okay. We good with that? Okay. How about the painting of Branson Landing Boulevard and the railway for the Veterans Bridge? Is that critical to achieving safety, health, and socioeconomics? Or not really? What are your thoughts?
Not really.
Not really?
Not really.
Well, it's kind of a tough one. If it continues to rust, then you're, I guess if you do something now, you're mitigating against that.
You think it's like a 1 or?
I could see a 1 or a 2 because if I recall correctly, Keith, it is starting to rust there, and if it rusts, it's going to become a safety hazard for people walking across there. They're going to be able to jump it, basically.
Go with the 1.
A 1? Okay. Is everybody good with that?
I had
Okay.
a 2, but I'll buy 1.
Okay. How about the Cottle Way low water crossing? Safety, health, and socioeconomics. What are your thoughts? Is that critical?
I thought it
to
was a
achieving?
3. I gave it a 3 because I
Yeah.
think it is an emergency exit for that neighborhood.
3.
3?
I'll buy
3? Okay. How about the Highway 165-76 intersection? Is that critical to achieving safety, health, and socioeconomics?
That's a stretch.
I had a 2 on it because it should increase the safety of pedestrians in that area.
Okay.
So it fits in the bubble design and provide a safe public infrastructure network, well-maintained, accessible, enhances traffic flow and mobility for motorists, pedestrians, and cyclists. So it can fit in there, so.
Okay. So we have a 2. What are your thoughts on the scoring, Pam?
2's good.
2?
Me.
2.
Okay, 2. How about the Celtic Bridge replacement?
I thought that was another critical area personally. I gave it a 3.
Yeah, I would
3.
put that in the same line as Cottle.
Everybody agree with that? Safety and health? Okay. How about the paint strapper? Safety, health, and socioeconomics, how does that
Nothing to
achieve
do
our
with
results?
health.
I
Give it a
did-
1.
One.
A
Yeah,
1?
1 would be fine, because I think it does, as far as safety goes, it helps to maintain lanes, so, traffic lanes, so.
Could we go back, how would this be used? I don't know if that's been thoroughly vetted and discussed. What are we going to use the paint striper for? City rights of way, yeah? Is it for the painting of the red for fire lanes or
Street
yellow?
Striping project.
Just striping?
Just road striping.
Okay. Is this the hand striper?
Right.
I did this stuff during college. Okay.
They actually score high if you're looking at it as far as safety.
Right.
Are you responsible for some of the crooked lines?
Oh, buddy. I
If you've
striped
ever
so many
ridden on a
parking- shopping mall.
Street without the striping, you understand that. Okay, moving on. What do you, wait, did we score that a 3?
Patient.
3.
3. Does everybody agree with that? Okay. This would be one, I'm moving on really quickly, but that would be one that you would look at your basic program attributes. I know that we're not doing that in this session, but you would say, is that a public-public partnership availability, a public-private partnership availability? Is it mandated to what level? Those are the kind of things that you would start the process of talking about. I'm just using it as an example because it just came up to me, so that when y'all are thinking about that down the road, you can look at it, one of those that way. The plotter upgrade, what are your thoughts on safety, health, and socioeconomics?
I think we've already established that it's used by the department.
I think so.
This device is used by a lot of departments without going into great detail. It helps the police department plan certain events that are critical to our community and to the safety of the officers. It's also helps with the fire department and the plan and their building plans and everything. I think it's very critical.
Dan, is this thing just used one time and then put up, or is it used on an ongoing basis?
Oh, it's used constantly.
Okay, so it's a continual issue.
You know, you see all those maps in my office? They all came from this plotter.
So how does it achieve your results? Is it critical to achieving these results? Or what are your thoughts on that?
I'll lobby for critical.
Stan thinks it's critical, Jerry thinks it's critical.
Put a 3 in there.
3?
I would go 3.
3?
3.
Does everyone agree with that? A 3, okay. How about the radar trailer? What are your thoughts for achieving the goals of the safety, health, and socioeconomics?
I gave it a 2.
It's used for
simply.
traffic studies.
I gave it a 2 because of it does have the ability to slow traffic down.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so is everyone agree with 2 or any more thoughts? 2? Okay. How about the zero-turn mower? Safety, health, and socioeconomics. How does a zero-turn mower achieve our results?
1 for me.
1?
Stan likes mowers, though.
I love mowers.
Does everyone agree with a 1, or we have other thoughts?
1 sounds good.
1 sounds good. Moving on. Okay, bucket truck.
I gave this a 3.
3?
It helps-
Safety, health, and
If we don't replace
socioeconomics.
the traffic signals, we have to have this device to do that, the bulbs and things and the maintenance of them, as well as it helps with the tree trimming after we've had storm events.
My question goes back, is this a sole vehicle right now, the only one we
It's the only one we've got, isn't it, Keith? We only have 1 bucket truck.
What sort of shape is it in? Sorry that I got to ask that question.
You're fine.
Okay. 3.
Okay, so a 3 it is. How about the replacement of the Ford Explorer for the streets department?
0 for me.
0. Okay, does everybody agree? Okay, how about the Chevy Trailblazer? How does that achieve our goals, our results? Safety, health, and
Is it just to
socioeconomics.
transport one individual for assessing? certain issues? or-
MS4 coordinator, I think he'll be the main user of that.
And that's used on a daily basis?
I believe so. Well, every time he has to go out, it's a replacement vehicle.
I could do a 1 with the stormwater coordinator portion of it.
Okay?
I had
Everybody
a
agree?
2
Go
for the same reason, but
I have a 2 and a 1.
I had a 2.
Stan says 2, Rod says 2, Jerry
I'll live with
says
a 2.
2. Okay,
Eight for
2 it is. How about the replacement of the Ford Escape? It is is this one the pooled vehicle? Yes,
Says
this
it's
is a pooled vehicle.
I had a 0 on it.
0. Okay, does everybody agree with that? All right. How about the Transportation Master Plan? How does that achieve our safety, health, and socioeconomic results?
I think that's more critical.
Yep.
yes.
I gave it a 3.
I would say go with 3.
A 3?
A strong 3.
Okay. How about the brush chipper?
I still gave it a 5.
How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics, our results? The results that we're given by our
Give it a
community,
1.
how does that achieve it?
1.
We gave it a 1.
A 1? Okay. Everybody agree with the 1?
Well, it improves safety for the employees, they're pretty important.
Yes, we are. So a 1 it is? You go with the 1, Jerry? Okay. How about the next one? Program number 2127, the pickup with the plow. How does that achieve our safety, health, and socioeconomic results?
It's gotta be a 2, if you don't have snow, you can't.
Yeah, according to the time of year, you got a lot of snow out there, and then you got safety.
Plus, it's used for spraying of weeds and things that are detrimental to our health.
So it might promote and sustain a clean, properly regulated, and visually attractive community?
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
2.
I was good with a 2.
Design and provide a safe, okay. Just kind of directing us back to the definitions. How about the fire station and the police headquarters? Program number 2128, how does that achieve our
4.
safety, health, and socioeconomic?
I gave it a 4. I think they're vital to the growth and the safety. of our
Protection from
community.
harm and wrongdoing, encourages and supports, a 4,
I'm down as a 4.
okay?
We sold it to the community
4.
as being extremely important to those issues.
It
Yeah.
achieves this one completely. How about Highway 76 Segment 1 and 2 design? What are your thoughts on the safety, health, and socioeconomic, the results? How does that achieve our results?
Let me look at this.
I gave that a 3 because safety is part of the reason for that.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm glad, because I was waiting to hear somebody else because I didn't want to sound like I was crazy, but I gave it a 3 as well simply because, for no other reason than we're improving the sidewalk and pedestrian traffic to avoid accidents where we've had pedestrians run over.
Does
That makes sense
anybody
to me.
remember the tornado a few years ago?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I gave it a 3 at least.
Do. How about the next one, 2130, utility undergrounding, segment 3.
I gave that a 3 also because it gets those power lines underground and not
Same reason.
being knocked down by tornadoes and high winds.
3.
3.
3? Okay. How about the Compton pumps? 2131, program number. How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics? The results. 2? You care to elaborate on that?
Yeah. You can't deal with your sludge, you can't deal with safety.
Okay. Okay.
Just part of what has to happen. I go
Okay.
with 2 also.
I would go 2.
Everybody agree with a 2 then?
I can live with 2.
Okay. How about the lift station 46, program number 2132? How critical is that to achieving our results for safety, health, and socioeconomics?
From
We
a
have about
health-
8 bubbles there.
From a health perspective, I actually see it improving the possibility of keeping folks healthy, because if I understand this one right now, we're actually having to haul the sewer in a truck to our facility, so this will make it far more efficient from a city perspective, as well as improving the health of the region, because we're not having to manually deal with raw sewage in that fashion.
How long have we been doing this? Okay. I got a
3.
2 or 3?
3.
3 for me.
About the lift station number 4? These are, the next couple are lift station replacements or rebuilds. So what are your thoughts? How do they achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics, the results that were given?
I'd go 3 with that as well.
I'd agree with 3.
3. And the next one is a lift station rebuild as well,
3.
3.
2134. The next one is another
Three.
rebuild. Okay. Okay, so 2136, that's a Ford F-250 pickup.
What do you do with this, Mike?
Marcia, can you scroll over one so I can see the department?
I can't hear him.
I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's that used for?
Did you hear that? Lift station maintenance, running the routes for the maintenance.
How often? Daily, weekly? Daily, 3.
It's a replacement
one?
vehicle.
Follow-up question, Mike, is that the only one that's available to be used?
Several.
What sort of hardship would it be if this was out of service totally? That gives me a difference between a 2 and a 3.
I also want to take just a minute, just remember when we're scoring it and to choose between a 0, 1, 2, 3, how does it achieve the results that were given? So if you look at the definitions to this goal, does it achieve these results that were given or not too much? Does it achieve one of the results, 2 of the results? What are your thoughts on that?
I gave it a 2.
2. I gave
Okay.
it
Okay. A 2?
Live with a 2, Bill?
Okay. How about the Spring Creek sewer mains, 2137 program number? How does that work to achieve our results for this goal?
I thought that was a 3.
A 3?
I agree.
Everybody agree with the 3, it looks like? Okay. How about the next one is a UTV for utilities?
I thought
Is that a
this was,
replacement?
I thought this was critical because it is the only vehicle that we have to get back to certain areas in our sewer system.
6-wheel.
Are they that remote?
Some of them are.
How does it achieve our results for socioeconomic
I gave
safety
it
and
a
health?
2, but I could live with a 3.
I gave it a 3.
3.
3? 3 it is. Sewer collection rehab, program number 2139.
I gave this a 4.
A 4. Safety, health, and socioeconomics. How does it achieve our results?
I agree with a 4.
A 4.
Yes, it's old. and-
Okay.
4.
All right. About program number 2140. Rebuild, replace Compton aerators. How does it achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics?
Huge.
Our results. Is it critical? Not really?
I gave it a 3 just because it needs to be done, but I don't think it's at the end of its life cycle.
Okay.
And it definitely is very important to our socioeconomic ability and reliability for
Okay.
our businesses.
Does everyone agree with a 3?
3.
All right. Okay. How about the rebuild and replace of the Compton Drive sludge pumps? The waste sludge pumps?
I was at a 3 on that one also.
3. Okay. What's everybody else's thoughts? I have several 3s. Bill, Stan, Rod, Pam says 3. Jerry, what are your thoughts? 3? Mayor?
3.
3? Okay. 3 it is. How about the Freightliner dump truck for the wastewater treatment?
Wait a minute, you skipped one.
Safety, health, and socioeconomics. How does that achieve our results?
You skipped one.
Oh, my goodness, I did. I'm so sorry. The
Compton
sludge
Drive
basin.
Sludge basin.
Sludge basin. How does that achieve
3.
safety, health, and socioeconomics?
3.
3. Okay. See, I was just jumping ahead in my mind, thinking I already knew what y'all were going to say. That's what I was doing. How about the Freightliner dump truck, wastewater treatment?
Give it a 4, but I'll live with a 3. Without the truck, you got nothing.
What'd you say?
What is this,
This is
what
a-
does it, what do they haul in this dump truck?
It's for the wastewater treatment plant. What do you haul
It's
in
the,
this?
go ahead, Mike.
The biosolid, okay.
Yeah.
So it's probably pretty important.
Pretty nasty truck.
Question, what would the action that let's say the action that we took to take care of those other items, does this make this obsolete and held back on abeyance, or is it constantly used?
No, it's constantly used.
Okay. 3?
I only gave that a 2 because it's got 34,000 miles on it, which is not hardly any on a truck of that size, and it's got an 8.8 out of 20 replacement score.
I gave it a 2 myself.
I gave it a 2, that's what I was gonna ask. Is
Two.
34,000 miles.
Two.
Yep.
2.
2 it is. How about the GPS unit for water systems? How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics, the results that were given? Is it critical, you think, or not much?
It's needed for us to be able to strategically place fire hydrants and for public safety and so on. I'd say 3.
Okay,
Gave it a 3.
3.
okay. Everybody says 3. How about the 3/4 utility truck? 3/4 ton. Fire hydrants, valves,
I gave that a 3 as well.
okay, that makes sense. Does everybody agree with the 3 on that one?
Go 3, yes.
Okay. How about this next one, the exerciser vac trailer? This is the trailer used
I stayed with
to
my
pull the
3.
necessary equipment. A 3? Everybody says a 3? Okay. How about the air conditioning duct replacement? Now, this is extremely important for people's health.
-5.
All right. What do y'all think on that one? How does that achieve our results for safety, health, and socioeconomics?
I gave it a 3, but it could be higher as well.
I hear a 3.
It is important. It really is. The work environment would become untenable if the device failed.
If people are cool, they can think clearer.
I like 3.
3?
3.
Okay, good, keep going. How about the Meadows, whoops, the Meadows, the Meadows rehab walls, sorry. 2148. How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics?
I gave it a 3.
3.
Okay, I hear a lot of 3s. Anybody else have any other thoughts? Okay, 3s, okay. How about the next one? It's a utilities replacement vehicle for a Dodge Ram truck.
Mike, what's this one used for?
Used by water treatment to run the well routes between the treatment plants.
Is it the only one, or do you have others? Okay.
What was the answer to that, Jamie?
I think it's-
A fleet of vehicles. And I would imagine this one's got pretty high mileage, so.
There's 123.
The replacement score, if it's a 13.5 out of 20, it's a higher risk?
Yeah, 20 is the high. At 20, we usually wind up trying to take them out of service.
It's over the hump. It's on the downslope.
I rated this one at a 2, just because I do know we do have a fleet.
I'll go 2.
2, seems like everybody has a 2. Is there any other thoughts on that one? Okay. How about program number 2150, the water tower renovation for the Recplex? Safety, health, and socioeconomics. What are your thoughts on that?
3, because we talked about it's not just on the exterior, it's the interior of it as well that's having
Okay.
issues.
A 3?
3.
3, everyone agree? Okay, so 2151, the Compton Drive flood protection.
4,
4, yeah, 4.
A lot of work goes into that one. Okay, how about the Iserman walking path? 2152. What are your thoughts on achieving safety, health, and socioeconomics?
I go 2.
Okay,
I'd go with that.
2.
I'll go.
somebody want to tell me why a 2?
Without a
I'm
good-
not questioning, I'm just wanting to get some
A good
feedback on
walking-
this.
A good walking trail supports health
I
of
agree.
our residents. It's-
Personal safety.
Yes,
People, when businesses generally look at a community to come to, they look to see if you have a proper trail system, something for their employees to do. So I think it does.
especially in the time we're in now. I mean, you've seen tons of people trying to get out and breathe and go to walking trails and all that kind of stuff for entertainment, especially
And that's
for
a
the kiddos.
neighborhood park also, and we don't always give a lot of attention to those neighborhood parks, but they are critical and need to be developed along with a major part of our system.
So what score were y'all saying, 3? Did I hear anybody else? 2? 2? So we have 3s and 2s. Who else has a 3? You have 2 3s.
I'd go with 2, though.
How about 2s? Okay. Everybody has a 2.
I do like the
Please.
fact that it's flood resistant also.
Okay, how about a 2? Okay, how about the Cantwell Park project? Safety, health, and socioeconomics.
Same thing.
I'm a little biased on
Well, this one became a little more critical to me, knowing the information that these gentlemen have provided about the fact that it is so deteriorated that, to me, this was a 3.
Okay,
I'm just expecting it to cave in sometime, Bob. I don't know about you.
how did it achieve our
Yeah,
results?
There is a safety issue to this because sooner or later, we're going to lose that wall out from under there. It's just an old block wall.
Okay.
Wasn't put in for 100-year use.
What'd you have, Rod? A 3?
Live with 3.
Everybody agrees with the 3, okay. Next, the 2154, the mower for the Parks and Rec. Safety, health, and socioeconomics, what are your thoughts on that? How does it achieve our results?
Well, if you don't keep the grass mowed, you're going to have snakes, I'm telling you.
Okay, that was a stretch. What are your thoughts?
Clean, properly regulated, visually attractive, safe.
2.
A 2?
2.
3? Pam, what do you think? What score?
I would say a
3?
I had 3.
3?
I had 3 because the parks have taken on additional responsibilities.
It's a mower, I had a 5.
3 it is.
So that averages 3 now.
That's right. Program number 2155, the vehicle replacement. This is the one that's the public restrooms in the campground. Safety, health, socioeconomics. How does that achieve our results? Is it critical? Not so much? Does it do a little bit? What are your thoughts on that?
It's pretty critical.
I think it's a 3.
A 3? Public restrooms, campgrounds, maintenance on those things. Is that why?
It's especially critical right now because of the conditions we're in.
Does anybody else have any other thoughts on this one?
Why don't we get replacement score on that and the mileage on that vehicle? I mean, some of them do have that and some of them don't have that.
It's based on the department's descriptions, so we don't fill out those. We leave that up to the departments to define those, and I can go back and get you those because I have the list, but they just chose not to put that on
Not
there.
important for this particular item, but I think for future reference, it might be nice that we require them to do that.
I will require it.
If it's
from-
available.
Yeah, that makes sense, and so next year we will require that for certain.
Okay.
I would imagine this will be rather high since it's a 2008 personally.
It's older, yes.
Originally, probably a hand-me-down.
Yes. They're good at taking those, and with a smile, so. What do you think?
I do have another question for you, Jamie, and I apologize because this is going to take just a couple minutes.
That's all right.
Is this one of the vehicles that, in my opinion, just my opinion, that we could possibly apply for the CARE Act funds? Because it's cleaning our bathrooms?
Actually, I can make that stretch. I think so. I mean, I filled out that application last night.
I'm
and
serious. This thing is critical to our
I think so.
parks and keeping them clean, all those facilities that we have people out walking and acting in, and I think it definitely should be part of that COVID picture.
I will add this to it because I think I can make that work and I can use this description to do it. So
But don't count on it.
I didn't turn in the application last night because the application, there are some little bit different things there. But I just ask the questions of the group that's going to be scoring them, but I did not add this one. But I will add it. All they can do is tell us no, but I think it makes good sense, and it's supposed to go to local governments first, so we'll see.
You want to bump it to a 4 to support your path?
Well, we put in quite a bit. I mean, I put in quite a bit, and they apply. I can define each one of them and how they apply. For like teleworking is a lot of ours, and PPE is a lot of ours, and those kind of things.
3 category?
3. So I'll give you more information after this if you want more, certainly. Okay, how about the community center access road? 2156, what are your thoughts on this?
I gave it a 3 for the safety aspects of the dead end,
Okay,
traffic control.
okay. Anybody else? For safety, health, and socioeconomics, Jerry gave it a 3. Does anybody else, what do y'all think on that one? How does it achieve our results?
We need to bump it up.
A 2?
2.
I was a 2.
Mayor, 2? Okay, everybody
I'd
agree?
give it a 3 because of the safety going through the parking lot and not having to turn around and come back, and also it gives us additional
Okay.
parking down there because they don't have to.
So we have a couple of 3s and a couple of 2s. So everybody that thinks it's a 3, can you raise your hand?
3.
I have 3 3s and 4 2s. Okay. We'll go with a 2.
Whose it is.
Okay, UTV for Parks and Rec. Safety, health, and socioeconomics. This is for the baseball fields, the soccer fields, those kind of things. What are your thoughts on this? How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics, the replacement of this UTV?
I gave it a 2 because I think it does tie into the overall well-being of the community. You have to have these items to have that health, safety, and overall socioeconomics. Your park system is important to that, especially children and being able to play in the park.
What was the score you said?
I gave it a 2.
2?
What's its purpose? Is it to drag the infields? Is that what it does?
They use it for that. They use it for carrying the stuff out there, the lime, to lime the fields.
2.
So it's 2? Okay.
2.
Does everybody agree? Okay. How about the hydraulic dump trailer? This is for the brush and the down trees and those kind of things. The current mileage on the one that they currently have is 85,000. So some of them they did put it and some of them they didn't. But what are your thoughts on how does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics?
I gave that a 2 because I think our trails are, we really haven't ever maintained trails to any extent, and we just started to ramp up on that in the last 2 or 3 years. And as we get more trails, maintenance is a huge part of it. Otherwise, you don't have trails. And so I think a vehicle to help maintain those, and that's one that you can run up and down the trails. And
I agree with Bob because I know when we have trees fall down on the Stockstill Park trail, it's difficult to get down in there and maneuver things around.
Do we say a 3? Everybody says a 3?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How about moving on to the campground site improvements? What do you think? How does that achieve our safety, health, and socioeconomics results? Think it's critical to that or not so much?
I'm going to lean on somebody else on this.
Again, I might think of this a little differently, but that campsite actually provides safety to me right now, especially because people are still being able to travel with their families and maintain social distancing. This is an upgrade to improve that. Now, I understand it's not to really give us more regular campground sites, it's to give us what the public is telling us they want, which is
Upgrades.
some upgrades and some better opportunities. So from a socioeconomic standpoint as well, I think that's important.
Builds a strong community by encouraging the formation of collaborative effort with the life needs of children's families and neighborhoods. I think that's exactly what you're talking to.
Well, in this case, you're actually lowering the number of sites down there, but you're having larger sites.
Making it bigger.
There's several reasons for that, and one of them could be social distancing.
So what are your thoughts on the score? What do you think?
I gave it a 3.
A 3?
I
I'm
agree.
good with it.
3.
Everybody's good with a 3? Okay. How about the exterior building, the paint for the recplex, the painting of the building? How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomic results?
2.
A 2? Does everyone agree with a 2, or does anyone have any additional thoughts on that one?
I had a 3 because it promotes and sustains a clean, properly regulated and visually attractive community.
Sure, yes, that's good.
I scored it a 3.
A 3? We have
I can
about
live
4
with a 3.
threes. 3's good. Okay. How about the next one? It's program number 2161. It's the trash truck.
I gave this a 3 as well.
Okay?
It keeps the environment clean. It also maintains the campground and the downtown in a maintaining the
3.
aesthetics of it, so 3.
A 3. What do y'all think? Everybody else agree with that? Okay. How about the park improvements for Parnell Park? What are y'all thoughts? Does it achieve our safety, health, and socioeconomic results?
Promoting healthy and active community lifestyle?
Yes. That's important. What'd you say, Ron? I'm sorry.
I had originally given it.
A 3,
I'll
Pam?
go with 3.
3, everybody agree? All right, 3 it is. How about the fire replacement vehicle for the command staff? Program number 2163. How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomic? The results given to us by our community. What do you think?
At least a 3.
Thoughts?
I think a 3 as
3?
well, because.
Although the firefighters told me they didn't want them there, but, 3.
3 sounds
Okay.
good.
All right, 3 sounds good.
Visible presence, I think, on
Okay.
that one, so.
Okay, 3 it is.
I
How
gave
about
this one a 4.
the fire engine replacement? A 4.
Safety, yep.
Safety, everybody agree? Okay,
And it's Station 1, I mean, it's right there,
okay,
plain sight
all right,
to everybody.
okay. How about the fire marshal vehicle replacement, 2165? How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomic?
I gave this one a 4 as
I
well.
gave it a 4.
4,
Okay, all right,
and the visible presence.
same definition,
I gave this one,
Sure.
next
Give that
one
a
a 4
4.
also.
certainly, the outdoor warning sirens. Okay, how about the next one?
This
The
was a 4 for
sys-
me
Give that a
also.
4.
Okay, all right. Does everybody agree with the 4 on that one?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, how about the water mains, the Spring Creek water main construction, 2169? How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomic results?
Did a 3?
Yeah, I gave it a 3 because it will allow us to actually have fire hydrants in there. to,
Okay.
That do not exist now, correct?
There's a lot in there that doesn't exist right now.
3?
Does everyone agree with the 3 on that? All right,
Water main.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving on that one. Program number 2170, Cooper Creek upgrades. What are y'all's thoughts on that? How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics? The results given to us. Is it critical? Not so much? What does this do to achieve our results?
3.
A 3?
3.
Could somebody just elaborate as to why a 3? I'm not questioning again, I just kind of want some feedback on.
Safe, clean water, manage wastewater treatment,
Okay, all right. Everybody agree?
Okay.
public infrastructure, I mean, just.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. How about 2175, the police analytics software? Thank you, Pam, sorry, I should have said that. 2175, the analytics software. How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics?
At least a 3.
I gave it a 3.
A 3, everybody agrees with that, okay. How about the less lethal launcher, the paintball gun? That's what I like to call it, but. How does that achieve our results? Safety, health, and socioeconomics?
I got to ask the chief. What do you think, chief?
Right now, we've only got 2 platforms to use with,
Taser and pistol, right?
No,
shotgun
no.
that does feedbacks, and then we've got a 20 millimeter, which shoots gas. What we're looking for here is a downrange, 100-yard capacity to shoot, she says paintballs, and that's kind of it. But it also delivers OC spray and things like that, crowd control, but it gives us 100 yards accurate, deliverable, from a rifle-like platform.
So offers protection from harm of wrongdoing, enforces law,
I
those kind of
think
things.
with today's current environment, and not knowing what's going forward, I think this is a critical, I mean, if we don't have anything that comes close to this right now in our arsenal, it's not replacing, I mean, this is something new. I think this is at least a 3 or a 4.
3 or a 4.
Probably a 4, but
Okay,
Chief, just quick question. That allows your officers to be at a less lethal distance on somebody wanting to shoot at them as well, right?
The industry standard right now is to create time and distance from that threat, so we're not having to make critical decisions instantaneously. So this gives us that time and distance so that we can separate ourselves from the threat.
3.
3. I've had a 4 and a 3. Anybody else? What do you think, Jerry?
I'll live with a 4, but I was, I'll live with a 3, but I wasn't 4.
Okay. All right,
and
so.
that's good either
I'd go with a
one.
3.
I mean, I
3.
guess I would ask Chief, what's his, I mean, I know we're not supposed to, but I'm gonna put him on the spot.
You mean
to
Stan
say.
or
I think I
Jeff?
would tell you everything every other director would tell you. My projects are always the most important.
Well, we
That's
know
why
that.
we're here
We
just
know
to
that.
answer
But I'm
factual
talking about
questions.
For your
Now a 4.
personal, I'm talking about for the safety of our citizens, the safety of our police department, is it a 3 or a 4? 4. So
Okay.
does that impact or influence anybody that's voting on this?
I'm a 4.
Okay.
I'm a 4.
I like the 4s have it.
So I'm just going to add this caveat. Just remember, we're only here to answer questions, we, myself included. It should be y'all's based upon the description and the results that were given.
So,
Well, see,
and
there's
I
no
know that.
description.
I
And
get you.
should have asked, but I think less lethal launcher is something that none of us has.
It's pretty cool, I agree,
We've
yeah.
talked
3 of
about
them at all.
before, so.
We'll go with a 4
I
then?
know about the sludge pumps, but that we're not familiar with the less lethal launcher.
I was just reminding you of why we're here.
I'm breaking rules, Jamie. Let my-
That's okay.
Sound like 4s have it.
All right, how about the Motorola Cody Systems interface? How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics? What are your thoughts? Is it critical? The interface to provide pathway for Motorola system cameras to interface with Cody records management system. Is that critical to achieving safety, health, and socioeconomics? What are your thoughts on that?
4.
A 4?
I can live with 4.
I'd given it a 3, but I could live with a 4.
I'll go whichever way, 3 or 4.
How about a 4?
4.
Does everybody agree with the 4? Okay, let's move on. Patrol vehicle replacements.
4.
4.
Okay, everybody sees a 4. Let's
You like
move
how
on.
I personally stayed out of those previous discussions?
I do, yes.
good.
But you're welcome to speak because you're part of our committee.
No, because I would have gave them all a 4, so I didn't have to.
We knew you were there, though, even though you didn't say it.
4.
So,
What
yes.
Mike say?
This is a 4 for me also.
Do what?
What Mike say?
Oh, Michael Pinkley, I don't think we have that one scored for him. How about the drone? How does that
4.
achieve safety, health, and
4.
socioeconomics? 4, okay. How about the watch guard camera? Turns it into the license plate readers. Remember, just heads up on that. The 2180, how does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics?
Keeps us safe.
I think it's a 4 as well.
4, okay.
Just to make sure you all understand this, what that will allow is every car will have the capability of, if there is someone, and I know this, you won't think this, but it's amazing how many real criminals come to our town to try to hide.
Yes.
And that license plate, that device will multiply our abilities and our officers to apprehend those individuals.
How quick does it take after you read the license for it to interact with that system and give you the data you need?
So that camera will be activated every time the car is running, that camera is activated, whether or not it's displaying in the car or not. If it gets a hit, Mr. Steves, it's
Right.
almost instantaneously. It comes back.
It's instantaneous.
Wow.
So they don't even have to literally be looking and hitting a button or something. I mean, that's doing
That's
it,
right.
constantly
The
monitoring.
computer does it for them.
That's awesome. Okay. I mean, it's awesome for us, not so much for the criminals, but anyway. Maybe that'll be a
Safe
deterrent for
environment?
bad people to come to our town, right? Okay.
So are we
Okay.
giving that a 4?
4, yeah.
4.
Okay.
And
How about the
Jamie,
inner review? I'm sorry.
We've got a lot to cover.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm going to get there, maybe. Interview room equipment, update equipment in the investigations interview room. How does that achieve safety, health, and socioeconomics?
Yeah, my question goes, is this for the new facility?
We've got some end-of-life equipment that we're working with right now.
Would it be transferred over to the new facility?
Yes.
Okay.
There are requirements for prosecution anymore that requires videoing of interviews and everything else that they're required to mandate, that are mandated to get done.
That was going to be my question. Are these mandated?
So this would be a 4 in my opinion.
Yes, okay. Everybody agree with the 4 on that? Okay. How about the housing project parking lot phase?
I gave it a 3 because it gets cars off the road.
Okay.
3.
3. All right. Everybody agree with the 3 on that one? Okay. How about the wastewater study? Oh, never mind, we're done with that one.
done.
Let's move on. Sorry, I do that all the time.
What's next?
Tourism, I think. Is that correct?
What's next now?
Is tourism next? Okay.
This is our last one?
I think we have transportation after this. So we can bust this one out.
Yeah, I got to
We
read the rest.
can.
Okay. I'll keep it moving. Okay, does anybody need a break real quick? 5-minute break or anything like that?
4.5 minutes.
You want a break?
Quick break.
Sure. Don't spew.
All right.
Because
We're in
I'll be the
tourism.
one that gets it. All right, okay, so tourism.
Tourism.
Okay. Program number 2100 and 2101, program names, the vehicle replacements for the planning. How does that achieve our results for tourism? I did not give you any time to look over the definitions. I'll be glad to do that if you need them.
Take a couple of minutes.
Well, it could on the lower level
Okay.
around the plan, provide safe, attractive, well-planned environment. So I think it would be very, very low.
A 1?
Yeah, I originally put a 0, but I think it does have some merit.
Okay. Everybody agree with the 1?
Good point. 1.
All right, let's keep it going. How about 2102? Sewer camera equipment and trailer system. How does that achieve tourism, the results that were given by our community? What do y'all think?
0.
Think
0. All right. Does everybody agree with a 0? Okay. How about the metering system for utilities? What do y'all think on that? How does that achieve tourism, the results that were given by our community? Is it critical? Not so much? What are your thoughts?
I think it's a 0 for this one.
A 0?
I mean, you got to have a sewer to, handle all the things our tourists leave, but
Does it fall
but
within?
in those little pockets.
Yeah. Okay. So I hear a 0. Does anybody else have any other thoughts or opinions on that? Okay. How about the demolition of the concrete tanks for the lift stations?
0.
0. Okay. How about the Dewey Bald Water Tower? Tourism. How does that achieve tourism?
It's going to help us in that area for safety purposes and others, but the tourists probably don't, they just expect it to happen. But 1, I would say, because it does tie in.
Okay. Does everybody agree with the 1?
I'll go with a 1.
All right. Let's keep moving then. How about the groundwater well?
0.
How does that achieve tourism results? 0. I've heard a lot of zeros. Okay. How about the effluent pumps? Utilities, program number 2107. How does that achieve our tourism results? Is it critical to achieving those results or not so much?
1.
A 1? Does everybody agree with that? Okay. How about 2109, the number 2 facility, the maintenance facility? How does that achieve tourism results? Is it critical to achieving that? Or 0? 0. Everybody agree with the 0? Okay, how about 2110? The chlorine leak scrubber. Is that critical to achieving our tourism results or not so much? What are your thoughts?
0.
0. All right. How about 2111? Stairway repairs for the Pacific Street Water Tower.
0.
0. Okay. How about the painting for the Veterans Bridge railing and the Branson Landing Boulevard? Is that critical to achieving our tourism results? What are your thoughts? Jerry says a 2.
Safe and attractive.
Yeah,
I see a lot of people
Visible.
shaking heads, agree with,
it's visible, yeah.
okay. 2?
2.
All right. How about Caudle Way low water crossing for tourism? Does that achieve our results for tourism?
0.
0. All right. Does everybody agree with a 0 on that one? Okay, how about the Highway 165 and 76 intersections? How does that achieve our tourism results?
3.
3.
3.
Yes, okay. Does everybody agree with that? Okay. How about the Celtic Bridge replacement? How does that achieve our tourism results?
0.
A 0. Everybody agree?
The only thing I would make
Sure.
comment is that that's an area that people travel, because there's resorts and stuff, but I can live with a 0, yeah.
A 0? Okay. How about the paint striper? Does that achieve our tourism
0.
results?
It would be very low, and it would be the well-planned ensures accessibility, allows ease in getting around. I mean, you could, but
Sure. So are you saying maybe a 1?
it could be a 1, but I'm
Or a
okay
0.
with a 0 too, if that's what everybody.
Okay, so anybody else have any other thoughts? 0 or 1? I see 1s. Okay,
Live with a 1.
okay. I kind of feel like a preacher up here. I see that hand. I'm
Keep
sorry.
preaching, girl. Keep preaching.
You sound like an auctioneer. Can I get a?
I am a
can I get one?
preacher's
How about a
kid, but-
2, 2, 3.
All right, okay. Okay, how about program number 2118, the plotter? How does that go to achieve our tourism results?
Not visible.
0.
Yeah.
All right, well, that makes sense. Does anybody else have any other thoughts on that? All right, 0 it is. How about the radar trailer, the Public Works radar trailer, program number 2119? What are y'all thinking?
That could slide in under the safety piece,
For the traffic study type
Uh-huh.
stuff? Okay,
but that would probably be a stretch.
that's up to y'all. What do y'all think? You think maybe a 1 or? Okay, Rod, what do you think?
Well, I think the communication aspect.
A 1? Anybody else?
I'd actually originally given it a 2, but
Okay. Is everybody good with a 1?
1.
Okay. All right, we've lost Stan and Bill, so we're going to keep moving. Kind of snooze, you lose. Okay, so program number 2120, zero-turn mower for Public Works.
I'll speak for Stan, Todd.
How does that achieve our tourism results?
Provides a safe, attractive, and well-planned environment for visitors and guests and ensures accessibility. 1.
Very good.
I agree with 1.
A 1?
1.
Okay. About program number 2121, replace the bucket truck for Public Works. How does that achieve tourism results? Is it critical? Does it achieve it at all? What do you think?
Probably a 1 because of the safety and attractive portion.
Okay,
But that's
that
mine.
makes sense.
1.
A 1? Does everybody agree with the 1? Okay, we're on program number 2122, the replacement of the Ford Explorer for Public Works. How does that achieve our tourism results?
It's a 0.
0. Does everybody agree with that? Okay, how about program number 2123, the Chevy Trailblazer? It's a replacement vehicle for the stormwater coordinator. How does that achieve our tourism results?
0 for tourism.
Okay. How about program number 2124, the Ford Escape? It's the pooled vehicle. What do you think about, what does that do to achieve our results for tourism?
0.
Okay. How about the Transportation Master Plan? Program number 2125, how does that achieve our tourism results?
3.
A 3? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, does everybody agree? Okay. How about program number 2126, the brush chipper? How does that achieve our tourism results?
0.
Probably 1 for the same reason
Yeah.
as the paint striper, just, but no more than 1.
Okay.
Is 1? 1, all right.
Got a couple of ones? Okay, how about the Ford F-350 pickup and plow for Public Works? How does that achieve our tourism results? It's used for various street maintenance projects.
1.
1 for the
1.
same reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about program number 2129, Highway 76, segment 1 and 2? Nope, sorry, I'm backing it up, caught myself. Fire station and police headquarters design, 2128. How does that achieve our tourism results? What are your thoughts on that one? The fire station and police headquarters construction and design.
I think this one's pretty important.
I gave it a 3.
I think so too.
Okay. All right.
It talks about offers visitor services and facilities that are ethical,
Yeah.
informative, clear to tourists, promotes Branson's brand.
Yep. All right.
Great.
Safe, attractive,
awesome.
and well-planned
Okay.
environment, yes. So,
So we gave it a 3. How about 2129, Highway 76, 1 and 2 design? How does that achieve our
I
tourism?
gave it a 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I would hope so. All right.
Why
How
we're
about?
doing what we do.
I know. That's right. It's not my opinion. I just gave it. Sorry. How about 2130? What do y'all think on that one?
4.
Okay, the undergrounding, certainly for utilities and tourism. Okay, how about 2131? The Compton rebuild for the lift station.
1, just acknowledge.
A 1? Does anybody else agree with that, or what are your thoughts? A 1? Okay. How about the next one? It's a lift station 46. How does that achieve tourism results? Program number 2132 for utilities. Does it achieve tourism results? Is it critical or not so much? What are your thoughts?
I think it's a 0.
Okay, all right. A 0?
I'll go with that.
I would say everybody's agreeing with that. Okay, what about the next one? The lift station 4, 2133 program number.
I think it's 0 for tourism.
Tourism, everybody agree? 0. How about the next one? Lift station 21. 2134 is the program number. Does that achieve our tourism results? And if it does, what level?
At least a 1, because we gave the previous one up there a 1.
Okay, so the last two have been given 0s, and then 2131 is a 1. So you want to go with the 1 on this one?
It just kind of acknowledges in my mind, it's not seen or we're not direct, but it's got to be there for
But it's
us to be
there.
able to have.
Okay, does everybody agree with a 1 on that? Okay, how about,
Same with this one.
yes, this one is very similar. What are your thoughts on that? Lift station to utilities, same
1.
thing? 1?
Same.
All right. How about 2136, the Ford F-250 pickup? It's a replacement pickup. How does that achieve tourism results?
0.
0. Does anybody else agree? Have other thoughts? A 0. All right. How about the Spring Creek sewer mains?
0.
0.
0. Okay. How about the UTV for utilities?
0.
0.
0.
For tourism? Okay. What about the sewer collection rehabilitation for tourism? How does that achieve our results? 2139 is the program number. What are your thoughts?
Probably 0.
Okay. Don't think it achieves tourism?
I'd give it a 1.
A 1?
It does impact tourism. It does.
Yeah, I was at a 2, but I could go with a 1.
Okay.
I'm okay with the 1.
Everybody okay with a 1? All right.
Next 2 1s.
1.
Okay. The next one,
1.
2140 is a 1?
And 41 is a 1.
And 41 is a 1? And the sludge basin?
1.
1? Is everybody agreeing with this? Okay. How about 2143, the dump truck, the wastewater treatment? This is the one, freight line dump, 34,000 miles. How does that achieve the tourism results?
Probably a 0.
0.
It's
0.
0 because it's still got life left. I mean, it's still going to be able to do what it needs to do to help, I mean,
Okay.
in my opinion, so.
Makes sense. Okay. How about program number 2144, the GPS unit for the water system? How does that achieve our tourism results? Is it critical? Does it achieve it at all?
1.
What do you think? Is a 1?
It helps the process.
Okay. All right. Everybody agree with a 1 on that? Okay. How about 2145, the 3/4 ton utility truck?
0.
0.
This is for the new regulations, a 0 for
0.
tourism, okay? The next one is the trailer to pull
0.
the other things, okay? Does everybody agree with a 0 on 2146?
Yes.
All right. How about 2147? The air-conditioned duck bank for tourism.
0.
Okay? Does everybody agree?
Well, I'd like to have the people in the utility department happy, so I would like to have it at least be a 1, because could affect tourism somewhat.
I can't say nothing because I am very partial to this one.
It's not a mower, so I said 0. But
I thought that was a political answer. So
I don't think it fits in any of these bubbles, is all I'm going to say.
We got to keep our cool.
Okay, that's right.
Yes, that's very important.
You don't want to get us hot. Okay, so are we saying 0 or 1 on that?
0.
Okay. How about 2148? The Meadows filter rehab / walls. How does that achieve our tourism results?
Probably 0.
Clean, drainage, okay. 0?
Probably not.
I'm going to give that a 1. This is sort of critical to us, isn't it? Because it talks about removes particles from suspended water to protect pathogens that may not have been removed during these IONs processes before filtration. Is that,
But how does it achieve the tourism results? Do you, I mean,
I just
it
can't
is
get it.
important to the city, no doubt, but how on this goal does it achieve the results? What are your thoughts? A 1, a 0? What do you think, Bill?
1?
A 1? Okay. Does everybody agree with a 1 on that?
You don't have clean water or stuff, you don't have tourism.
Well, that's for sure. 1?
1,
Okay, let's move on. How about program number 2149?
0.
0.
0 already.
0, okay. How about the water tower renovation for the Recplex? 2150, tourism. How does that achieve tourism results?
Same as 2148, gotta have clean water.
A 1.
And this one's out at the Recplex, so y'all think a 1 or tourism results? What do you think?
I would give it
We have
a 2.
anybody
It
in
kind
here
of
from
promotes
Parks?
Branson's brand as well, so it's kind of a identifiable landmark as well. So I'll go with 1.
A 1? Is anybody else thinking?
I gave it a 2.
Okay. Anybody else? We have a 1 and a 2. What do y'all think?
My question's going back to something more practical here. If this thing is going to be refurbished inside and out, how do you supply water to that area and deal with their needs while this system is down? Do we know?
It goes into that, fortunately, and that's the difference between that system and the Dewey Bald system, is this one actually has a loop that will allow, this one doesn't either, huh? Oh. See, you had to ask that question, now I get
Yeah.
another gray hair.
Did you hear him?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Do they charge us their rates? Oh,
Get it done fast. and
So we'll do it quickly.
Oh, boy.
So what are your, how does that achieve tourism, though?
I think it could go a 2.
A 2.
Yeah,
Other
I'd
than
go
just
2.
Branson brand, I
Okay.
don't really see
Sure.
in any of the other.
Great. Okay, so does everybody agree with a 2?
Live with it. Yep.
Okay. All right, how about the Compton Drive flood protection? How does that achieve tourism results? Is it critical? Or
It's a
not
4 to
really?
me. It's a 4 to me because it could just stop tourism almost.
Sure would.
without it, your tourism is cut down by a minimum of 65%, and actually more than that, we know it.
So certainly provides safety and a well-planned environment for the visitors.
Yep.
Anything else? So we have a 4. Does everybody agree with a 4 on that?
I agree.
Everybody? Okay, let's keep going. How about the walking path for Iserman Park? Program number 2152, how does that achieve our tourism results?
Gave it a 3, got a lot of buttons.
Okay. It hits a lot of our results. Does anybody else agree with that?
I really gave it a 0, and I guess it's philosophy, but that is a neighborhood park,
Yeah.
and they're not really meant for tourism, and the same thing on the Cantwell project would be, but I'll go with the majority, of course.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a good discussion. We have a 0 and a 3. Anybody else have any other thoughts on
I'm
that?
going to say a 0 because I do think it's more for our residents than it is for, I mean, there might be a tourist that goes there, but, I mean, if you're looking at the bubbles, this.
Sure.
It is important, but
Yes.
not in this category.
I'd give it a 1 to recognize it, that some tourism is the fact that some people are considering moving here, and they'll drive through neighborhoods and look at what's here, make decisions about moving here.
All right.
And retiring here.
Okay.
So I'd give it a 1 just to acknowledge.
Yeah, okay. So we have 0s and 3 and a 1.
I'll go 1.
You want to compromise and go for a 1?
I can live with a 1.
Jerry, you okay with a 1?
1.6.
I can look.
I'm going to round that up to a 2.
Yeah, 1's good.
1, all right. Okay, how about the next one, 2153? Cantwell Park project,
Same on that.
same?
Same.
Right.
Same reason.
Makes sense. How about 2154, the mower for the Parks and Rec? How does that achieve our tourism results? And just as a reminder, these results were given to us, community plan, directors, the board, everyone agrees with these results. So how does 2154, the mower, achieve our tourism results?
I think it's a 1.
All right.
For the well-maintained.
Okay. Anybody else? Everybody agree?
One.
Okay, 1 it is. The next one is the replacement vehicle for Parks and Rec. This is the public restrooms in the campground. How important is that for the tourism results? What are your thoughts on that one?
Give it at least a 1.
1.
Okay, all right. Does everybody agree with the 1? Okay, how about 2156, the community access road? The community center access road, rather. How does that achieve our tourism results, or does it?
Probably a 1, the same as for the Cantwell and the other stuff.
Okay.
There might be a chance that there's.
Recognition of 1 and a 0. Does anybody else have any other thoughts?
1.
Everybody else says 1, okay. 1 it is. How about the program number 2157, the UTV for parks? This is the one for the soccer fields and the baseballs, the maintenance of and those kind of things. How does that work towards achieving our results for tourism?
Sports tourism is a big factor.
That's what I said too.
Certainly.
I gave both those a 3, the
3.
next 2, just because a lot of our tourism actually comes from the sports market arena.
Very true.
And the speed of turnaround on those ballparks is greatly affected by the
That's right.
vehicles.
Very important. Okay, so we're going to say a 3 on that one? Okay. How about 2158, the dump trailer? I think Stan already said a 3 on that one for the same purposes. Everybody agree with that?
Yep.
All right. How about the campground site improvements? How does that achieve our tourism results?
Mind I ask a question on this?
Yes, sir.
I think we heard from Parks earlier on that a significant number of the people that utilize our Parks and Recreation Recplex system are not necessarily Branson residents. Do I remember that right from
The
last year?
campground? Is that what you're asking me?
Recplex, campground?
Oh,
All
yes.
of it, correct.
Lots of people. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Just reminded me, it's all.
I think it's a 3 for promotes Branson brand, outdoor recreation opportunities,
Okay.
safe. I think.
Great.
3.
3?
3.
Great. Okay, how about program number 2160? What are your thoughts on that one? The painting for the Recplex. How does that achieve our tourism results?
I don't know how much that the tourists actually use that, but it seemed like that'd be very, very important. Like you were addressing earlier, if they're going to move in here, if you're not taking care of your facilities, it sends a
Well,
pretty strong message.
I gave it a 2 on the tourism, in the tourism
2.
category
2.
for that reason. While it's not, as far as tourism goes, it's important, but it's not critical.
2.
Does everybody agree with a 2 on that? Okay, 2 it is. How about the 2161, the trash truck? The replacement vehicle for the trash truck for Parks and Rec. How does that achieve our tourism results that were given to us?
1. 1.
A 1?
Agree with the 1.
Okay, looks like everyone agrees with that. Is everybody? Making sure? Okay, how about the Parnell Park improvements? What are your thoughts on that one?
I think this one's a little more important because of the pickleball courts.
Okay.
So it will be, that will be drawing people here for tournaments and
Okay.
stuff, so.
3.
All right.
that will-
A 3? Are you thinking 3 on that one, or
at
2,
least
or?
2 or 3.
Okay. 3?
I was at a 1.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, and a 3. Okay, and I don't know if all y'all heard Pam, but she was talking about the pickleball courts and how important that is for that. So what do you think? I have heard a 3. Does anybody else agree with the 3?
This question is, blah, blah, blah.
They'll start holding tournaments on the pickleball
Yes.
court.
Yeah, that's
Pick
what
up your mumbles.
yeah.
A 3,
I'll
Rod's
move it up to a
3.
3.
3. Bob, you're at a 1.
I would go to a 2.
A 2.
It's just not
Compromise.
for locals.
Jerry? 3.
It's not just for locals, is
No.
what we're going to say.
No, the pickleball courts are going to be used. Okay.
3 for me.
3, all right. How about the next one? Program number 2163, the command staff vehicle replacement for fire. How does that achieve tourism results? Does it? Is it critical? Does it meet it halfway? What are your thoughts on that?
I gave it a 0 on this, in this category.
Okay, a 0, okay.
I gave it a 1 for
Okay.
just recognition, being recognized in the community.
Okay.
Our tourists do see our police and our fire vehicles. It just, they're very much a part of the tourism aspect, so I gave it a 1.
Provides a safe environment, maybe? Okay. A 1 and a 0. Does anybody, a 1? Okay, how about the next one, the fire engine replacement? 2164, what are your thoughts on that? How does that achieve our tourism results, or does it?
I gave that a 3
A 3?
because for the reasons that the mayor's talked about a moment ago I think that vehicle is far more visible than the other vehicle. And it's more critical to ensuring the safety of our community and tourists that
Okay.
come visit us.
I'm a 3.
Okay, it meets a lot of those, okay. A 3, all right. How about the fire marshal replacement vehicle, 2165? How does that achieve our tourism results?
2.
2 for me.
Okay. 2. Does everybody agree with the 2? Okay. How about 2166, the outdoor warning sirens? How does that
4.
achieve our tourism results? 4. Does everybody agree with that? Okay. Okay, how about 2167?
0.
How does that achieve our tourism results? I hear a 0. Does everyone agree with a 0? It's the replacement of the SCBA compressor and system?
Tourism-wise, 0.
0, okay. How about the Spring Creek water mains for utilities department? How does that achieve our tourism results?
I don't
I'd have
think
to
it
defer to
does.
you on that, I don't know.
I don't think it does as far as tourism goes.
Okay.
0.
That's more residential.
Does everybody agree with a 0 on that?
Yeah.
How about 2170, the Cooper Creek upgrades?
At least a 1.
Live with a 1.
A 1?
1.
Okay. How about 2175, analytics software for the police department? How does that achieve our tourism results?
I'd give that a 2.
A 2?
It does
Safe
support the
environment.
safe environment.
Okay. Does everybody agree with a 2? Okay. How about 2176, the less lethal launcher for the police department?
2.
Tourism? Does that achieve tourism? Jerry says 2. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
I really don't see that as much involved. I would go with 1.
A 1?
1.
1? 1. Okay. How about 2177, the Motorola Cody Systems interface? How does that achieve our tourism results?
Helps protect them, 2 for me.
A 2?
I agree with a 2.
A 2? All right. How about the replacement vehicles for the police? How does that achieve our tourism
I think
results?
that's a 3, just like the fire truck was,
A 3?
in my opinion.
Agree.
Safe environment? Okay. How about 2179, the drone? How does that achieve our tourism results? What are your thoughts on that one?
Sure help in a case of a tourist loss somewhere.
Will it put a little banner behind it? Will it?
Sure, do some advertising.
That's funny, Bob.
So, yeah.
Vote for Bob Simmons.
So what are your thoughts? For achieving tourism, the drone?
1.
1, okay. How about the WatchGuard camera system? This is the one that switches to the license plate readers. How does that achieve your tourism results? What are your thoughts?
Quick
Probably a
response. 1?
1.
1?
On the safety of the community, yeah.
A 1, okay. How about the interview room equipment, program number 2181?
0.
0 for tourism. Okay. Well, how about the housing project parking lot, phase 2? How does that achieve?
This was a 0 for me, because while it's important to that area, I don't think it's important to tourism
No.
itself.
Okay, I
0.
agree. Okay.
Agree.
0. How about the wastewater study?
That's 22.
Oh, my goodness. Yay. Okay. Transportation, moving on. Thank y'all for
This the
reminding me.
Is this the last one?
Jerry, he's
Ethan?
like,
I think so.
This is the last one on community, and then we have governance, and we'll move. Governance is a lot shorter.
Okay.
Okay, transportation, let's get going. How about the planning, I don't even have to see this, I gotta memorize. Planning vehicle replacements, 2100 and 2101. For transportation, how does that achieve, do y'all want a little bit of time to look over those results?
About
real
30
quick?
seconds. Okay.
Okay, so for the planning and development replacement vehicles, 2100 and 2101, what are your thoughts? Does that achieve our transportation results?
I don't see it fits under that category, so no, 0.
0.
0 for both of them.
All right. How about 2102, the sewer camera equipment?
I don't see that.
Transportation,
I see that as 0 for transportation.
0.
okay? Same thing with the metering system?
Yes.
Okay. How about the demolition of the concrete tanks for the lift stations?
Only if they'll let me set it on certain roadways.
0. How about the Dewey Ball Tower?
0.
0.
Okay. How about the groundwater well?
0.
0.
The
0.
Compton pumps?
0.
Okay. The building number 2, the facility maintenance buildings?
0.
About the chlorine leak scrubber?
0.
Okay. How about the stairway repair?
0.
0.
Okay, how about the railing for the Landing Boulevard and the Veterans Bridge?
I give that a 1 or a 2.
1.
Okay, 1,
Because you have
does
to
everybody
drive
agree?
over it, right, or walk over it, or whatever, so.
Yeah. Does everybody agree with that? Okay, how about the Caudle Way low water crossing? Transportation?
2.
2. How about the Highway 165-76 intersection? For transportation, how does that achieve our
Gave
results?
that a 3.
Yeah, I go 3.
Okay,
3.
3. All right, how about the Celtic Bridge replacement for transportation? How does that achieve the,
I gave that one a 4
transportation?
because it's very critical to that neighborhood that's back in there.
For transportation, okay. I heard a 4. Does everybody agree with the 4?
I would agree with the 4.
Okay. How about 2117, the paint striper
2.
2.
for transportation? Does everybody agree with the 2 on that? Okay. How about the plotter?
I gave the plotter a 3 because we utilize it to help map our
You agree?
transportation system.
Okay, so 3. It looks like everybody agrees with that. Okay. How about the 2119, the radar trailer, the replacement? How does that achieve our transportation results?
I gave it a 2.
2.
2? Okay. How about the zero-turn mower for transportation? How does that achieve our results?
0.
0.
0. Okay. What about the bucket truck?
That was a 3 for me because it does help maintain the light system.
Okay. 3. It's like everybody agrees with that. How about the replacement for the Ford Explorer
0.
for Public Works? How does that agree with transportation results?
0.
0.
0. Okay. How about the Chevy Trailblazer? This is for the stormwater coordinator.
For transportation, it's a 0, I think.
Okay. Does everybody agree with a 0 on that one? Okay. How about the pulled vehicle, the Ford Escape, 2124? How does that achieve our transportation results?
0.
0, 2124, 0. How about the transportation master plan?
4.
4.
Yeah.
You think that one would be kind of important, since it has transportation?
Yeah, that one pretty much achieves more than what we have down here. Okay. How about 2126?
4.
The brush chipper.
Sorry.
0.
Okay, 0. Okay. How about the Ford F-350 pickup with plow?
I gave it a 3 because of its plowing capabilities
Yes.
as well as it's utilized by the street department to actually do road repairs and
Okay.
keep the brush, stop signs clear and all that. cut
Okay.
down.
All right. 3. Does everybody agree with that? Okay. How about 2128? The fire station police headquarters, design and construction, how does that achieve our transportation results?
I didn't see that it did.
0. Jerry? Zero?
I gave it a 1 because you're gonna have to figure out how the transportation can get the engines out in the proper manner to be there on time.
So which one do you think it achieves? Which one would you go with?
Plans to
Build a strong-
comprehensive street network, you know.
Okay,
You wouldn't put your building back in the back 40 somewhere where you couldn't utilize your existing streets.
okay. All right, what are your thoughts now? What do y'all think? So you said you gave it a 1, Jerry?
Just a minute.
Okay,
I'm a 0.
a 0?
Yeah, I'm still at a 0.
0. Looks like the zeros. Okay, how about 2130, Highway 76 utility undergrounding? How does that achieve your transportation results?
Wait, whoa. Time out on
Oh.
the playing field. I thought we were talking about the fire station and police headquarters.
We
on
were,
zero.
I missed the
Okay.
76. I think too far advanced, and sometimes I get ahead of myself,
Let's go back
sorry.
up one there.
You
the
are
Highway
correct.
76 design.
That's why I need you to keep me in check. 76, segment 1 and 2 design, what do you think? How does that achieve our transportation results?
It's a 4.
4, okay. All right, now, how about the next one? Program number 2130, Highway 76 undergrounding, what do you think?
We don't
How does
get-
that achieve
If we don't get
transportation?
those utilities undergrounded, we aren't going to be able to make the adjustments that we need to make for our sidewalks as well as the intersection of the 165 intersection.
Okay,
Ensures walking and biking is practical, accessible, safe, and enjoyable means of travel. for
so
residents.
what score would you give it? It achieves at least 1. So what are your thoughts?
As hard as we've worked to get that SID in place, we need to show some importance in that.
3.
But for transportation, y'all think it's a 3 or?
I gave it a 3 because of
Okay.
the walking areas that
All right.
come into effect.
Okay, 3. About the rebuild of the Compton pumps? 2131, how does that achieve our
Zero.
transportation
Zero.
results?
Zero.
Okay. How about the lift station
Zero.
46?
0.
Okay, how about the lift station 4?
0.
All right,
0.
okay. Okay.
0.
How about program number 2134? What are your thoughts?
0.
0, okay. 2136?
0.
Okay. How about the replacement for the utilities Ford F-250? I already did that one.
Yep.
2137, Spring Creek
Zero.
water mains, does that achieve our transportation?
0.
Okay, okay. 2138, UTV replacement,
0.
okay? 2139, sewer collection rehab, transportation
Zero.
results, okay. 2140,
0.
0.
0.
okay. 2141,
0.
2142,
0.
y'all remind me of my kids. Sorry. They are in a hurry to get somewhere. Okay, 2143.
0.
0.
Perfect. Okay, 2144.
0.
0.
2145.
Zip.
0.
2146.
0.
0.
2147.
0.
2148.
0.
0.
Okay, 2149.
0.
Okay, 2150.
0.
Okay, let's keep moving. Compton Drive flood protection
0.
for transportation, 2151. Everybody agree with the 0 on that?
Yes.
Some hesitation. How about Iserman Walking Path?
0.
Okay. 2153, Cantwell Project.
0.
Okay. Parks and Rec Replacement Vehicle, Public Restrooms, Campground, Transportation, what do y'all think?
0.
Okay. 2155,
Now that,
Transportation
I'm
results.
sorry, I thought, okay, that was a 0.
Yes, because the last one was the mower, but that one was, yes, I skipped that one
The
too.
replaced vehicle is.
Do
a
y'all
0.
agree with the 0 for the mower?
0.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
And the
will slow
replacement
down.
vehicle was a 0.
Yes.
Now we're down to the community center.
Center access road.
Which to me is.
Transportation.
Part of this.
Does that agree? What do y'all think on that one? A 2?
I gave it a 2 because it will have limited impact on the overall transportation.
Okay, how about?
I gave it a 2 because Cindy walked in.
Oh, yeah, she just happens to walk
You
in the
stopped the
room.
0 trend. Okay. Okay, so 2, does everybody agree with that one?
Yes.
All right, how about the replacement of the UTV?
0.
0.
0. The dump trailer?
0.
0.
The campground side improvements for transportation?
0.
How about the painting?
0.
Okay, the replacement for the trash truck?
0.
0.
Okay. Parnell improvements?
0.
Yes.
Okay, how about the fire command staff
0.
vehicle?
0.
Fire engine,
0.
Zero.
fire marshal vehicle
Zero.
replacement,
Zero.
okay. Outdoor warning siren,
Zero.
transportation, okay.
0,
0.
Okay.
0,
You know, I'm just gonna quit talking, y'all are doing a good job.
0.
Are we, are we on 2175?
We're down
Yes.
to.
Does everybody agree? Analytics software, 0, okay.
We're down to the launcher.
Okay.
0,
0.
Motor utility system, transportation.
0,
How about the patrol vehicles, transportation? Does that achieve our transportation results for
I
the
gave it a
replacement?
1 because
Yeah.
they have to go out and direct traffic at car wrecks.
Yeah, managing traffic congestion.
Okay, all right. So 1. How about the drone? What do y'all think on that? How does that achieve our
I gave
transportation?
it a 1 as well because
1.
we're going to have Public Works utilizing it for mapping streets for us.
How about the watch guard camera with the license plate reader? What do you think on that?
0,
0.
Okay, the equipment upgrade,
0,
housing project parking lot. How does that
Zero.
achieve transportation?
I gave
Okay.
it a 1 because it gets cars off the street, so it enhances our traffic on some of our side streets. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm
Okay.
not saying wouldn't agree with a 0, but I gave it a 1.
Anybody else agree or have other thoughts?
Agree with the 1.
0? I've heard 0s and 1s. Who all thinks it should be a 1? 1, 2, and 3. Who all thinks it should be a 0? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's keep moving.
There you go, it's a 0.
Okay,
That's it, we're done.
we're done. Okay, we're moving on to
Zeroed
governance.
out, yeah.
Now, is governance the last one?
Governance is the last one. It has a couple of different, remember the difference between governance is it's more internal in nature. So we're going to pull up our good governance. We're only going to go through 2100.
That boiler's a 5.5 to me, but
So there's not very many, but there's a couple of different, there's on good governance, there's communication, decision-making, mitigate risk, those kind of things, but there's a lot fewer. So if we want to just bust this out, y'all ready to go?
Yes.
Y'all want a little bit of time to look at good governance?
This is the one that comes into mandates and compliance.
That is the basic program attributes, and that the departments really score that because they know if it's mandated or not. And then my department just asks simple questions like, to what level is it mandated, and those kind of things. So y'all wouldn't have to deal with the basic program attributes. But good governance deals with like communication, so they're more of an internal city request in nature, but how does it manage good communication? And then decision-making, how does that affect our decision-making? Does it mitigate risk? Does it add to our productive workforce? Those kind of
That's what I was
things.
talking about, policy and regulatory compliance.
Yes, absolutely. So the requests that fall underneath that, we're only going to go to 21. So the first one is the City Hall boiler unit. And how does that achieve our communication for good governance? So that, does it achieve our communication? Does it help improve our communication for good governance? So that would go under the bubble of provides responsive and accountable leadership, advances city interest through regional partnerships, and facilitates timely and effective two-way communication and community engagement.
if the furnace doesn't work, nobody's going to be working.
Okay? So do y'all think it is effective and it really is critical to achieving our communication?
I gave it a 3.
A 3. Does everybody else agree with that or
Yeah,
not
I'm
too
going
much?
back down to that section, assurance of regulatory and policy compliance to minimize and mitigate risk.
Mitigate of risk will be,
Is that-
so governance is a little bit different. So each bubble has a different score because all of these are internal in nature. So you're going to see mitigate risk.
Quite a bit.
So the boiler for mitigate risk is 2 pages back. Okay, so what do you think? Just for the one for two-way effective communication and community engagement, does the City Hall boiler help assist in that? Effective and great communication.
Oh, boy. I would agree that in the wintertime, if it's not working, there is no communication.
3.
A 3?
3.
All right. There you go, good enough. Okay, 2171, this is a camera system replacement for City Hall.
For communication, I don't think it has anything to do with that.
Okay, a 0 for communication. Does everybody agree? For 2172, these are IT, the Wi-Fi hardware upgrades. How does that improve our communication?
That was a 3 to me.
Okay.
Or a 4. Honestly, it was a 4, but because that is, in our current position we're in, without our Wi-Fi working properly, our communications are drastically reduced, and that's how everybody communicates now anymore, it seems.
For
Is
sure.
this wired, hardwired, or is this Wi-Fi?
Those are,
That's wired.
So what do you think, 3 or 4?
My last question, security-wise, upgrading to
upgrade
Wi-Fi
will
6
enhance the
standard?
security.
Enhance
Yeah.
the security?
Yeah, so currently, the Wi-Fi we have, it's about end of life on what we have currently. So we want to go, up to wireless AC. It'll be a lot more reliable and better coverage.
3?
3? Wi-Fi? Okay. Okay, so we're talking about effective, great communication. How about 2173?
I can't see it.
Intrusion detection and prevention appliance. This is IT as well.
0. Oh,
Communication.
that was for,
This is
that's,
enhancing our security
If you
to
don't
increase
have it, you don't
security.
yeah, okay, that's not the building, that's for our network.
System.
Yes.
3?
3.
3.
Okay. How about 2174? The switch replacements for the network.
3.
3. Okay, see, we're done with that one. Next one is decision-making. Okay, and this one goes along with supports decision-making with timely and accurate short-term and long-range analysis that enhances vision and planning. Okay, so decision-making, City Hall boiler unit. What do you think about that? It supports decision-making with timely and accurate short-term and long-range analysis and enhances our vision.
And planning.
Does the City Hall boiler unit achieve that?
That thing doesn't work, you don't have any decision-making around here.
Same as communications was 3
A 3?
reasons.
Okay.
You know, in a normal circumstances, you wouldn't have this discussion. It's at end of life, am I right on that?
Correct.
Well, but when you only have so much money, what are you going to contribute your money to? This
That's
is a
why we
way
have
to
to-
help decision-making.
That's why we have to prioritize everything at the moment.
Okay, so I heard a 3. Does everybody agree with a 3? Because it's pretty important. Okay. How about the camera system replacement for City Hall? Supports decision-making with timely and accurate short-term and long-range analysis and enhances vision and planning.
0.
0 on that for decision-making? How about,
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, yes.
On the decision-making, you don't utilize that, it says, current operation is no longer connected, networking does not control security. Videos must be used on device and not over the network. Does that not impact your
Meetings and stuff?
your time and your planning and stuff? Does that-
Short-term. Does it, Brandon, will it help with
Will it make it more
meetings and
efficient?
more efficiencies and stuff?
Well, for like dispatch, it would make it more, it's old technology, it's coaxial, but basically we'd like to move it to an IP-based system to where dispatch can view it from, any cameras, not just at City Hall, that's one thing, but off-site as well, they can view all the cameras sitting right there at
So
their.
maybe not as much for decision-making, but for other things. What do y'all think on that? Does it help support decision-making?
I would think if they're able to view it off-site and be
Okay.
able in real time, then that would help in making quicker
Okay.
decisions or whatever. So maybe it's a 1
What
and
level?
not a 0.
A 1?
No.
Everybody agree with a 1? Okay.
Yeah.
How about the Wi-Fi hardware upgrades? For decision-making, it supports decision-making with timely and accurate short-term and long-range
3?
analysis. 3. Does everybody agree with the 3? How about the intrusion detection and prevention appliance?
3.
3?
Okay. How about the switch replacements?
3?
Okay. Okay. So moving on. Mitigate of risk. So we don't have too many of these, that's why we're getting through these so quickly. The mitigate a risk, this falls under the provides assurance of regulatory and policy compliance to minimize and mitigate risk. Okay, so how does the City Hall boiler unit achieve that?
3.
Everybody agree with that? It mitigates risk?
And the only reason I'm saying, it's end of life. If it fails, you shut down your operations around here. If it's 10 degrees outside, it's over with.
Plus your water pipes start to break and everything else. Then
So,
what happens?
okay, so it mitigates risk. So what do you think? What level, 3?
3.
Okay. All right, how about the camera system replacement for the City Hall? Does that provide assurance
It does.
and mitigate
Mitigates
risk?
3.
3.
Okay. How about the hardware upgrades?
3.
4.
How about the intrusion detection?
Yeah.
That's what you were
That's
saying 4 about,
4,
Stan?
yeah.
Okay. All right. How about the Cisco switch replacements?
3.
3.
Okay. Mitigate risk is done. How about the productive workforce? Attracts, motivates, develops, and retains high-quality, engaged, and productive workforce.
3.
So the boiler unit,
Better to have it.
I heard 4 and 3. What do y'all think?
4.
4, okay. How about the camera system replacement for City Hall? Does that attract a productive workforce?
I don't,
2, because people want to be.
they want to be secure in their offices. I'd give it a 2.
Sure enough. Okay, how about the, I heard 2 on that. I just want to make sure that I've gotten everybody's opinion on that. Does everybody agree with a 2 on that one?
Yeah, I go through.
I had a 3, but I'll.
A 3, okay. Anybody else? Okay, a 2 then? All right. How about the hardware upgrades? Does that attract, motivate, and develop and retain
I
a
give
great
that a
work?
4 because I think when people come to work for you, they want to have a secure and solid network to be able to work with. Otherwise, you're wasting their skills. They'll look
Okay.
someplace else.
Okay. So 4 or 3?
I had originally given it
A 3?
It's way bigger.
I have a 4 and a 3. What are your thoughts on that?
No, he
Yeah.
changed to a 4.
4? Okay.
He said 4.
I'll go 4.
A 4, okay. How about the intrusion detection for productive workforce?
4.
4.
Okay. How about the switch replacements for a productive workforce?
3.
If it's prohibiting, I can't read that other type. This prohibits future security, what? Intrusion, maybe? Is that the word?
Probably.
I'm sorry, where are you
You'd have
at?
to scroll over just a little bit. There we go. Security patching.
Patching and support of the.
Yeah,
Hardware.
I want to bump mine up to a 4.
A 4 for that? Does anybody else have any other ideas on that?
That's
Okay.
gonna get expensive.
A 4. Okay, so now we're moving on to resources. This one is for protects, manages, optimizes, and invests in its human, financial, physical, and technology resources. It's good governance. So, under resources, City Hall boiler unit,
It's a 4.
4,
4.
okay.
I would say, yeah.
Camera system replacement,
4.
hardware,
4.
4.
intrusion detection,
4.
switch replacements.
4.
Okay. And then transparency. Okay, develops sustainable fiscal and operational policies and fosters trust and transparency by ensuring accountability, efficiency, integrity, innovation, and responsiveness in all operations. City Hall boiler unit. Good governance, how does that affect our transparency? Sustainable fiscal and operational policies and fosters trust and transparency.
I originally gave it a 2 because it does have some.
Okay, a 2 because it has some impact.
Correct. I would agree with that.
Okay, anybody else have any other thoughts too? Okay, what about the camera system replacement? Transparency. Trust and transparency.
Give it a 3.
3.
3. Okay. Okay, what about the hardware upgrades? What do y'all think? Everybody agree with the 3? All right. How about the intrusion detection and prevention? For trust and
I
transparency, what do you
think for
think?
trust and transparency, that's a 4 personally, because if people don't, if people can't trust you to have a reliable system, then it's like you're trying to hide things and you're not being transparent. And we want to make sure that we can, that we don't get hacked, so to speak, as much
Okay.
as we can do.
How about the switch replacements?
I think she's got to catch up with you.
Oh, sorry. 3?
3?
3.
That one was a 3. Is it not working, Brandon?
So
Yeah, after-
now we need to change everything to a 6.
Okay, so I'll just write it down, okay. 3,
No,
the
there it
hardware
was, and it
upgrades were
disappeared.
3.
That was a 3.
Intrusion detection was a 4.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to write it down. The Cisco network switch replacements, what do y'all think on that? Trust and transparency.
3.
A 3.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, so we got through all of the 2021, and we've scored them all, so the next steps will be, we're gonna compile those scores, and then it'll all have one score, and then we're gonna come back together probably in August to determine how we delegate the monies that we have, based on the one score that it boils down to, okay? And then I'll reach out to y'all and let you know the date on that. Just so you are aware, we do have a finance committee coming up at the end of this month too, okay?
Before anybody walks out first, thank you all for doing this. I know it's a lot of work, but it's important. Secondly, when you go to leave, I've been informed that there is a protester regarding face coverings that is already across the road from City Hall. I'm not sure if they mean up here or if they mean over here, but just so you're aware in case you run into anybody.
Yay.
Thank y'all very much. I know it took us a long time, but it's important.
Hey, Jamie, can
Some
I
of
ask a
you, I will
question?
see at 2 o'clock today.
I know we're over, but.
You can
and
ask
this is
whatever
for
you
me.
would like, yeah.
I'm just curious about the governmental, I mean, it's for 2022, but Operation Budget